descent.
Sunlight. I've been dreaming of it for months. But it's hard to enjoy alone. The crash seems so long ago now. Father was right. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. Marguerite and Father are already part of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Apparently, everything gets sick on this planet. So we will try to see if we can figure out what the heck is going on. Welcome, everybody. Those of you who are joining me, those of you joining me on YouTube, appreciate you. This is day 8 of my journey through Subnautica, this game. Some things on my to-do list tonight we have to get figured out. I need to craft a new tank. That would be very helpful, but we'll get that figured out here in a moment. Also, hopefully, some decent exploration. I'll be able to get that in tonight and make that happen. Sapphire, Starhawk, welcome to you guys. Glad to have you here. Welcome to Thursday night playing this game. Starhawk is tuning in because I am probably going to do a little more decorating tonight. I don't know. Maybe just a bit. I may make a bedroom in my sea base and decorate it like a man. It's gonna be great. So welcome also to Electrical Skateboarders. I know that you've joined me as well. So welcome everybody. Those of you who are tuning in again on YouTube, welcome to you guys. I appreciate you being a part of this journey as well.
Oxygen production offline.
This game has been streamed by far better players than me, far more entertaining players than me, and far less winded players than me. But I'm sort of streaming every minute of this this journey and archiving it, of course, on YouTube. And so that's the idea. I need to check the radio here in a moment.
All primary systems online.
All right, so let's check our objectives tonight. See what I'm at least planning on doing. I would like to improve the sea base. We're going to spend some time at home. Half the fun is kind of nesting, right? Water filtration system is a thing I picked up in the Jelly Shroom Caves last episode. So we'll be doing that. I'd like to switch some of these metal tubes out for glass tubes. That way we'll at least be able to look outside. We need more windows in this base, so we're going to start working on that. I'd like to put a bedroom in, so we will see. We'll get it figured out. I want a high-capacity oxygen tank here. That is a handy tool to have. So we'll upgrade that. I also picked up the schematic for that. I guess they call it blueprints in this game. Not that long ago. We'll get that figured out. And then, of course, I need to do some stinking exploration. I need to visit Rex out there. So we will be heading out. Possible ideas for tonight: Bulb Zone, Mountains, Grand Reef, Sparse Reef. all these areas on the map. Sea Treader's Path, Dunes, Northern Blood Kelp Zone. Some of them are terrifying, so that's going to be at least the idea. Also have to make a little bit of sense of my base. So we're going to do some of the base stuff first, and then we'll head out and see what terrible, awful things there are. First, I've had this radio message. Let's play it, see what happens.
This is Life Pod 7. Coordinates attached. Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust. Requesting assistance. 7 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted.
Oh, of course.
Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
To data bank. Alright, so we've got to, we have to do some stinking. And while we're out there, I might pick up some of these ones that I haven't done a good job of looking at. So we'll get figured out. We'll get it figured out. So, item number 1. Let us take care of the thirst. Right. I've been trying to stress those out, so it's good. Don't want to waste it. We will use the habitat builder to repossess this thing. Very nice. And I was thinking about putting a window here. So let's... what have I got in this locker? This is all my foodstuffs. This is foodstuffs. Alright. Okay. Okay. Foodstuffs. Alright, so first things first. First things first. Let us pick up some glass, which I have down here. I'm probably going to be making a bunch more. We probably have to go pick up some quartz all over the place, but glass for now. As I mentioned, I'm going to make some glass tubes. Glass tubes are superior, of course, to the straight metal ones, in that we get a little bit more windows. I have been decorating like a man, apparently, and so I need to fix this. So number 1, let's deconstruct this thing. This is a basic compartment, which I've been using as a tube. And we will reconstruct in its place a glass one. Right, now we have a nice little view of... Very much better. Come in here. Alright. Another thing I might do, and have been probably wanting to, is moving this locker. So I've got nothing in it. I think it's only 2 to do this. We can deconstruct this. We'll put it here instead. So we'll move... I got a lot of locker moving I need to do tonight. So that's going to be great. I get to subject you guys to some of the... some of that. Food and water. And for now, you know what, we'll do another one. We'll make another one here, because we can. This will be first aid. Health kits. In there. Also health. Health! Health and food and water. And in here, of course, I can keep some of this stuff. The cured boomerang I made I don't know how many months ago. In-game months. Let us put a glass window here. We've got the water filtration system. That's something we'll work on here shortly. I want to put it in this room, because this is like my galley, whatever. This is where I produce what I eat and drink. That's the idea. So I will put it in here. Right now, let me figure out where that window is. Right here. Reduction down to 32. I want to basically be able to see my what all is going on out there, right? That's pretty cool. That's the general idea. And I want to make windows everywhere else in this room. So let's come repo this thing. Oh no, hold on, I can't do that without the glass for this. Why can I not do that there? There's got stuff in front of it. Is that the problem? I might have to do that later. For some reason when I stream, it's always itchy nose time. I don't understand. I can't hear, and I think it's because of where I've located these planters. So fair enough. I may want to totally repo this whole thing, though. Repo! Let's do it. Well, before we do, let's eat what we can of it. Repo the rest. And this gives us a spot where we can actually build this water filtration system. Let me figure out what I need to pick up to do it, though. 3 titanium, which of course I have. I need to get some copper and some aerogel. I have both of those downstairs, which is awesome. I think I have to make the wire, but that's not hard to do. I need an aerogel as well. That is in here. I'm gonna have to make more of that. I think I'm out of that, which means it's time to go exploring. Little copper wire right here. Okay. Let's figure this out. Where am I supposed to put this? Why does this not work anywhere in here? This has to take a whole panel, right? Corner panel up. That would be where it would work, correct? Why does it not work right here? Because of this? What's the problem? Somebody tell me what the problem is. I don't think the locker is in the way. And I got everything I need for it. It does not go outside. I have seen it in bases. Let's wiki this and see what we can figure out. So, water filtration system. Water filtration machine is a habitat compartment module that gives the player a stable, consistent supply of water and salt. Can be constructed with the habitat built and placed on a wall in the multi-purpose room, which is of course what I'm trying to do with it. Utilizes energy from the sea base to desalinate the ocean water, producing salt and large filtered waters. It takes about 15 minutes and 40 seconds to produce one large filtered water, 7 minutes and 40 seconds to produce one salt. The water filtration machine uses 0.85 units of energy per second, or 51 energy per minute, and thus can be powered non-stop with 4 solar panels, blah, blah, blah. When added to a base, the water filtration machine will lower the hull integrity by 2.0. And of course, it matters how deep you are as to whether that goes up or down, I guess. The water filtration machine can store 2 pieces of salt and 2 bottles of water. This means that the player takes out the water but leaves the salt inside. It will continue to generate water, but will not generate any more salt. Will stop working once the inventory is filled. The water filtration machine can be built. It's good. It's a good room to put this in, I guess. Can be built. Maybe this is the issue. Above water and produce no salt, and will produce water at 1/8 of the speed. And below the water. That's interesting. That's pretty cool that they do that. That they take your depth or your altitude, I suppose, into account. If powering the water filtration machine with a consumable energy source, such as the bioreactor, note that the large filtered water takes 799 energy to produce. This means that the water filtration machine will consume 1598 energy when left unattended, which is half the point here. What's the issue? Why can I not build this here? Let's go test this in... Let's go test this in a room I know like it's completely open. Maybe it can only be built like on the... See, this is no problem in here. Likes it in here. Does not like it in where I want to build it. It's too cool for this place. Maybe it's the health packs. Let's try this. Shouldn't have an issue. Ah, so it doesn't like anything closer when being built. How very interesting is that? That's actually good to know. Boop. We are actually losing power ever so slowly. I need to make sure that my reactors are going to, but I think we're going to be okay. And there's 4 slots here, so this thing is just going to work now, and that's all right. I like it. All right, so food and water here. I don't know if I can rebuild. That storage node. Apparently I can. That's just odd to me that works like that. Strange. Health kits, put it right back. Sweet. All right, so our we're starting to come together here. We're starting to figure this out. It's composite pot plants, right, that I was building in here. Might as well get started building another one of these. I wish there was like a different shape of that, but we will get it figured out. My idea for this room basically is for this to be kind of like the galley of this place. So it makes sense. Water filtration machine sounds great. I'm going to have plants that I can eat pretty much, but I'm gonna put some other things in here as well. I'll probably move like with the grow beds over here. And then put some furniture in here to just kind of dress it up. We'll get that figured out. It is sucking energy, that is for sure. So energy is something that you have to kind of manage. I may need to build a... We'll have to look, because if I'm charging batteries on top of that, we're going to be getting energy wiped out. What I may do is like build a bioreactor above here. Let's see, and just kind of have all the bioreactors in one column. Just kind of have like a tower of power over there, and then have this section of the thing is more like a recon, and we'll have crafting and the galley and whatever. So this is more like our living quarters. This end will be more like a power generation room, and then it's good that we have like the garage linked to essentially to the quarters. That works. I don't know, but I think about having the door here. We may figure something else out. We'll figure that. Time for power, I guess, right? Let's see what it takes to make yet another bioreactor. Wiring kit and lubricant. That's not too bad. Nuclear reactor. Ingredients are unknown. We'll probably find this sometime tonight, I think. Bioreactor. And then I need to find if there's a way to climb from one floor to floor in there with having the bioreactors where they are. That would be great. Wiring kit and lubricant, which means we need 2. I think I have the lubricant. No, I don't. We're gonna have to go make it. Wiring kit is 2 silver. I think I have like an overload of silver going on here, in all honesty. I have more silver than I know what to do with. And lubricant, I probably need to go make a ton more of this stuff.
Welcome. All systems online.
Really? My inventory is already full? I've already got so much stuff I'm carrying from other adventures. We will have to make sure that we have enough inventory space to be able to bring back the treasures of all of the places we loot.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Why, thank you very much. Alright, so we can make lubricant using that stuff. See if we can take care of the power issues. I may go back out and go... We'll stabilize the power. We'll get my inventory squared away. That's good, right? That's where the computer would be. Alright. I'm gonna see if there's a way to build a ladder. That's not like immediately right here. Ladder. Is there a way to go up and down without having to go up and down right through the middle? I may have to make an exterior deal, because what I'm going to do is build a third. I'm going to move that one up here, and then basically have just like all three reactors in one tower. So we need to. I think I can sit for a few. Feed it some stuff to at least turn it on. Alright, we're climbing now. Okay. Alright, did you create something for us? Made some salt. That's pretty cool. Where else are keeping salt? Alright. I'm gonna have to start making more cured food too. Like, we're probably gonna be decently, pretty good on resources here pretty soon. Alright, magnetite is taking over my world because I made so stinking much of the stuff. And I don't think I have any titanium. So I have like no more to craft with. But I can make a... we have magnetite here. I think this whole thing is full of magnetite. Sweet. We're gonna have to go look for some stuff. I've got some sorting out to do here to make everything cool, make everything fit. But I do know I can make this. This will be silicon, and then we will relocate the silicon from here to here. And what I should probably do is since it's silicon. Well, no, we can leave that in miscellaneous. Then I can make another magnetite here. I basically have a good little corner of magnetite storage, since I came back with so much of this stuff. Another thing I was going to have to do is, like, basically... I think I was wanting to turn this into glass as well. So that means relocating the biological... I probably need storage lockers for that as well, which means I need titanium, which I do not have. We'll have to go pick some up here in a minute. I don't think I can... Yeah, I don't think I can build anything else in here until I actually have the titanium to do it, so... Get all that stuff figured out. Incidentally, on this level is where I have a... my charging stations. 758, 759. It's growing. We're all right. We're building the capacitors. We're building them up. All right. So I need to go get titanium, essentially, a stack of the stuff. Don't need to keep this on me. nor do I need that for now. So let us keep the purple tablet. I will need that later. I probably need a storage place for batteries. Separate and apart. Thank you, Kid Lee. I appreciate the host, my friend. Hope all is going great for you tonight. Check the propulsion cannon, yeah. Don't know if I need the seat light for this. Man, so storage is an issue for me. Storage is such a problem. I need more. Hey, Rikenji. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you very much for the bits. My day has been great. It's been good. I've been looking forward to getting on stream and doing this tonight.
All systems online.
Most of the day. I suppose metal is easy enough to find without actually putting a scanner. We'll go and we'll look. I want to tinker some with the base. That's one of the things I wanted to do tonight. Just kind of add a room here, adjust a couple things, but I don't want it to dominate my night's activities. High on my to-do list is actually to go out and actually do some decent exploration. I can never get away from those things fast enough. They swim too fast. You can strafe them sometimes. And you're never ready for them when they come out of nowhere. Apparently I deployed a graph trap last time and it's been here doing its job. Hey, how you doing? Apparently it doesn't need a battery. I thought I saw some metal. Apparently I was mistaken. I do also at some point need to start, and I probably need to get the schematic for it, but an alien containment where I can go out then and start getting some eggs, start picking up some, catching some fish. That'll be kind of fun to do. And if we can do some major exploration tonight, I'm going to try to see if I can find as many wrecks as possible. And that will hopefully give us some useful schematics that we can craft some stuff. Hello, you. Do you have anything for me? Yeah, I see you. Oh, I mean, apparently that is, apparently that hurts. I forgot I had some self-defense now, which is apparently useful on some of the smaller, like some of these smaller fish will outright kill. I hear a sand shark. Hey, buddy. He didn't like it either. He gone. This is great. Sea moth fragment, that'll give me some titanium. Basically, I'm on a titanium hunt right now. Let's see if I can figure it out. Kidley, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you in chat. Proposed Degassi habitat. Interesting. That looks like something we need to go look for. I just love that. Alright, so there is something I've been wanting to do for my garden, and apparently you can... I think you can come down here and cut on these things. Oh, they're pretty big? Yeah, they are. Okay. Apparently you can plant the stuff and the brain coral grows. Ooh, ouch.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Make a quick trip back and see how that goes. We'll make a pretty garden. How about that? Silent Shadow, greeting from Shadow Realm. Hey, how are you doing? Good to have you here. Good to see you, my friend. And Libero here. Lib is here also. Yes. I think she's watching you, Kidley. Is that how it works? She watches you, and then when you are done with your stream and you help me out, send some people my way, then Liberoha comes over that way. That's how it works, right? Rain Coral. Right? That's how this works. Creep vines, I kind of want to get... I may use one for decoration, but I kind of think they're worthless. In fact, I know for certain they're worthless here. Because I have them just like right next door. So I'm probably going to get rid of them there. But I don't mind one or two growing for decorative purpose over there in the corner. But my farm is coming along. A lot of work to do on it still.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Redna, thank you very much for the host, my friend. Hope you're doing good, bud. Hope your week is going great. Jump into the stream if you knew I started the stream. So, one of the things I do, just to make sure everybody knows about it, is when I'm about to go live, I send something out on all of the... Oh, that's upstairs. I'm like... What? Very cool. This is our first big water. This thing works pretty nicely. Okay. I don't have health kits, but food and water. Water has been an issue for my character. As you can see, like just in the time that I've been online running around, I've been dying of thirst already. So that I've got something producing some decent water now is great. I can't... Arasea, who plays this game as well, she's been meddling with it as well behind the scenes here. It came up with the idea of bringing some of these trees back from the island because you can eat them and they're high in water content. So that was a great idea. I have a lot of them on my submarine as a result, but I want to have them on hand, but I'd like to diversify just for the fun of it. So it's cool to have a water filtration machine that'll help me out a lot. Okay, so, let's consume a little power now that we seem to have a little bit handy. Stalker teeth. I need to go get those at some point here. Okay, so metal salvage. And that'll start uploading to my HUD in a hurry. There's already identified one. And that is great. We're gonna fill up our titanium stocks real quick, and then we'll come back here and keep building things. The hand with the orb always throws you off. Good. I'm the holder of the orb of power, even though I've got two left hands. I'm curious how you're meant to keep track of Twitter Lotro and a minimum of 2 streams. It's pretty simple, Libro, huh? More monitors. The hand is creepy. I've heard it called creepy. I've heard it called distracting. I'm glad I could entertain you. But creepy. You're probably right. Okay, so I needed some more titanium so that we could put another one of these here. It's the whole room lining these things. Right. I think we moved silicon here. Magnetite is now there. What I need to do is separate gold and silver because they are to where I can't manage them anymore in one locker. So what we'll do is we'll move silver here, assuming that's what I picked up. And I know that I have like more silver that I dumped in my hazmat. Oh no, that's magnetite. Goodness me, I have so much of this stuff. No. But I have 2 magnetite lockers because I went on a... Last episode, I made a run to the Jelly Shroom Caves and just found as much magnetite as I could possibly get my hands on and brought like a load of it back. So silver's looking good here. I do know that I have silver somewhere. In my decos box. Yeah, here it is. Magnetite as well. I got that in there as well. Very cool. So now we're making more sense. Now stuff is starting to get organized. Take as much magnetite as I can out of here. What I really need to do is clear my decos out and start putting those around the base. That would make more sense. This idea of just keeping them all in a box is less than efficient. So this now changes just to gold. Italy, some streamers use 5 or 6 screens. My goodness. So this is an Alienware computer. It's got like it's one of the small tower ones. I actually have a driver for like another screen. It basically separates it out, runs another video card entirely. I just think that's the coolest. I may start keeping salt upstairs. Because salt is, for the most part, what I use in food preservation, for the most part. Okay, so I needed more magnetite, and I needed magnetite because I wanted to craft some storage. Because I wanted to move a bioreactor upstairs, like to a 3rd level, and I also wanted to craft a way to get there. Okay, so I'm going to let's go make some more titanium in the meanwhile. I'm going to store all of this titanium that I have and just basically go load as much of it as I can. I don't want to spend too much time tonight gathering resources and working on the base, because I am desperately in need of hitting some wrecks out in the various places. One thing I want to look into is a torpedo launcher for this sub. I've looked into all of the other modifications that you can put on it, and nothing else seems to be what I would want to run with than and it's more for... It's more because I lack something else. Like, so we can get a vortex torpedo going. I think that'd be great. Sweet, they're small. I'm glad they're small. We'll go plant some of those and see what happens. Every now and then this game gives you a nice cheerful song, and it makes me happy to hear, because there's an abundance of terrible places to go. I can maybe get one more metal salvage in. The cool thing about this little craft is that it's omnidirectional. So you can like accelerate in any direction, and you actually get pretty good at piloting it after a while. It's almost fun to kind of zip around things. The problem with it is it's not very armored. There is a way to increase the hull armor, and it's probably actually what I would probably have done, except that it hardens you against bumping things, and not against getting eaten by things. If it hardened me against getting eaten by things, I would happily armor it.
Fulfilling your destiny.
Why did that not tell me? I think things are... I missed the notification. Okay, so server invite, Rokenji. How cool is that? Alright, Rokenji, do me a favor. Text me your... your name on Discord, and I will invite you to the Discord server. Now, I do have to let you know, as Liberoha has found out, and it likes to remind me, I have still some tweaking to do on the server so that it's like not quite alpha. Right now, it's like the Sakari Kingdom alpha. But yeah, absolutely. Text me on Twitch your username on Discord, and I will get you invited as soon as within a half hour of the stream ending. Or Liberoha expected it immediately, and I'm like, you don't know me very well. Somehow we're losing. Look at that. The power's like. But I think if I store enough of it up, we'll be okay. It may be that one of my machines has stopped producing. In which case I need to gather some biological material. Yes, Lieb does. It's a thing. It's our relationship. It's how we work together, right? Liberoha's angry at me. I'm just me. That's how it works. All right, we're doing much better on titanium here. Let me go out and plant these seeds because they're chewing up inventory space. So look, my brain coral is starting to come together. How cool is that? Those will put those in there. This is just for the garden, for the sake of having a garden, yeah. Growing, writhing. Cool thing about brain coral is that once these are done, these will all just be making oxygen constantly. I don't know what that's worth, but my base is also making oxygen, so. And then I want to get rid of these. We'll have 2 creep funds here. I may have like 1 in here and 1 in here, but the idea is to kind of have this whole garden thing going. I'm probably going to strip out some of these as well. I don't need as many of those. I just want to mix it up a little bit, make it a little bit of variety. So, I'm trying Starhawk to be a little bit more less mannish in my decorating sets. Is it like underwater base building? It is exactly underwater base building, Killadorn. That's what's happening here. So,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
why, thank you. One of these needs to get repoed, and it's probably going to be this one here, but I'm going to have to build a way to access all 3 rooms on top of each other. I get the feeling one of these is not working like it should. That thing's just making water. It's making water. I wonder if there's a way to turn it off. Yeah, so this one is stopped producing, and that's why I'm starting to dip on my power. Which is fine. I may repo that and relocate it to the top. So let's first do some tower building, and then I need to figure out a way to get to build a vertical access way from room to room here. All right, so I think I have. Do I have the titanium on me? No, I dumped it. Goodness me, terrible. Bad planning. Another thing I'm doing is wasting power by running this. Let me turn this off. For now. Okay. I wanted to grab titanium. See, that's the thing about titanium. It's so abundant that you can essentially find it like... And I like my location here for a base. I'm here in the midst of the mushroom forest, which is one biome with its individual ecosystem. Right above me is a different biome, the kelp forest. Right on top of that is the shallows. Just a little bit that way is the there's a grassland, grassy plateau, and right a little bit that way is the I forget what it's like, the dunes or something. So I'm right here in the midst of like the meeting spot of 4 of them, and I'm able to scan all of them for the resources that they have. So it was a fantastic spot for that. A lot of functionality in where the location is. But the downside is that where I'm building it is a little bit more difficult. So I don't have much space right here in this spot. I may be able to build up here some. I think it may be fun to kind of try to see if I can start building along here. We'll just see what happens. I like that you have this little feature here in the like a break in the rock. So if I can put like some stuff over here, then it'll, you know, kind of build around the mouth of that cave. So there's some cool ideas, some cool things that are going on here. All right, first things first. Let's get some oxygen. I want to build a second moon room. Manan 2.0, no kidding. It's exactly what it is, like building on Manan, no kidding. Star Wars reference to any of my new viewers that have come my way watching Subnautica as opposed to Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm regularly a SWTOR streamer. I've been taking a bit of a break from the game lately, not for any reason than we're waiting for new content right now, and it's kind of a good opportunity for me to jump in and do something else for the fun of it. Which is what I'm doing, essentially. Maybe there. Maybe that's the way to do it. Can I put a vertical? No, that's not a vertical. I would like a vertical. Base connector. Okay, so it doesn't work. I've got to build out from here. What I would have to do... Okay, let's figure this out. It only goes this way or this way. Is there no way for me to build like an exterior... Because that would be cool. Apparently not. There's got to be a way for me to build some way to get from compartment to compartment without me having to work around that stuff. Can't build this on the outside. Nothing I can do on the outside. Only on the inside. Okay, Rakenji, you sent it. I do appreciate that, sir. We'll get that going. Do you get to choose the location, Celadorn? Yes, you do. You can build essentially anywhere you want, as long as you have the resources, which is the idea here. Which, of course, I've been gathering as we've been doing the episode as well. And it can be of your design. Like, you just have those compartments. You can plug them together any way you want, which is fantastic. And you can, the location, as long as you can fit it there, is fine. So what I will probably do later on, once I get to the there's a place, it's the most awful place in the whole stinking world, called the Lost River. It's terrible down there. I will probably build a little outpost down there with a scanner room, which will allow me to scan that biome and to gather its resources, because there's some decent resources down there. The Lost River. That's going to be a fun episode, let me tell you. I can't figure out the best way to do this. I know that I need to get one of those reactors going. I just want to have an organized base where, like, I've got my energy running in one sector of the base. I've got my crafting and my living quarters in one sector of the base. I'm kind of wanting to nest a bit. I guess that is what it is, right? Can you add the dome top? The Lost River sounds. Oh, well, yeah. Trust me, it's terrible. Go YouTube it sometime. I love this machine. This machine is awesome. Makes a lot more salt though. I'd like. Oh, what am I doing here? Food and water. I'll probably have a water closet. A water cupboard. A water closet. That's a way different concept. Alright, let's put this... At least I'm getting salt. Like, I don't have to gather salt anymore, so that's great. It's just gonna make this stuff. But energy... We are climbing. I think we're okay on the energy right now with this reactor not working. And maybe the way to do that is here. I may have to turn this into a... may have to turn this into something else. We will see. I think this is it. This is going to be less than ideal, but okay. Right. It's like right in the middle of the hallway there. You can get around it easily enough. And then, hey, because this is here, I may take it out of the floor here. On that one. And then this can just be the way up and down throughout this whole section of the base. Am I making a mistake? I can't figure out if I'm making a mistake. I don't know. I do know I want another glass tube here, right? Is that what this is? That was a metal tube. Glass tube, I need glass. Of course. I wish there's a place that you could put ladders, except like right in the stinking middle. That'd be alright with me. And I need to be outside to build it. I also need more access ports. I need more ways to get in and out of this base. I guess it behooves me now to build something here. That's a great word, by the way, behoove. See, now it's right above us. Right above us here. Is there a way to build a ladder from glass tube to glass tube? Probably not. Yeah, there's no hatch for it. Well, color me disappointed. Oh no, look at that. You can build a ladder. Down to the next floor. This is what I need right here. You can do it on the interior. Hey, winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's exactly what I needed. Okay, fantastic. So we'll build one here too then. Alrighty then. Now I can go down. And I don't have to have the wretched thing in the middle of the walkway here, which is less inconvenient, that's for sure. And that makes me want to relocate it here also. I don't know where I'd put it. But I wouldn't have to have one in this room. I could put it, I don't know, somewhere else. We'll figure that out later. Chicken dinner sounds awesome, doesn't it? Right? Do you have elbow pieces? Yes, we do have elbow pieces. Glass elbow pieces also. Sorry, I'm just now reading what you'd said there, Starhawk. Okay. I love that everyone's like tuning in to like watch base building. That's fantastic. It makes me so happy now that we have the Tower of Power going, which means I'll strip this here in a little while. We've got to go get fish. Get this bioreactor, or else I'm gonna have another bioreactor go to. In fact, it's probably gonna go down. so we better go get to work. I'll have to fix that later. Let's go get... Oh, well, actually, you know what? Let's go to the galley. Let's drink water. See what I'm saying? It's the, this one. I'm telling you, it's the water. Large filtered water. Okay, which one am I working on? This one? Okay. Another thing I'm gonna do is put like a coffee bar in here. We're gonna make this. I got that coffee unit on the submarine the last time. That's gonna be something. We're gonna put that in here too. This place is gonna be like a. I'm gonna put a. There's gonna be a vending machine. It's gonna be great. I can actually build a vending machine in this game, and we will put one somewhere. Okay, titanium. We're gonna go pick up that grav trap, and then we'll use the propulsion cannon to make things work. And I'm gonna keep this in the silver. Well, you know what? Let's put it in the decos one. Decos. I need to have one that's just kind of where I dump junk, and it's available for use later. Feeling refreshed. You guys have had dinner.
All systems online.
Liberoha, you are coming up on dinner time, aren't you? I'm going to drop that depth module. I have absolutely no need for it. I have a better one already, actually. Yes, I think we are good. I just need to go. So the fish I like to feed this thing the most are these right here. And to do that, did it float away on me? It found another place to be. Those are what I want to fill these energy reactors with. Because I feel like they last a long time. So I'm going to find as many of them as I can. Using my propulsion cannon. That's a peeper. And then we have got to do some exploration tonight. Where did I locate the sea moth? Where did I abandon it? I see light. There it is. Okay. Happens to me all the time. I'm like out of the sea moth. I go do something and then I'm like, where did I leave it? I know it's right here somewhere. Like right behind me. Do that repeatedly. Bring out your dead. Okay. Doing good so far. We haven't even ventured much into this thing yet. What floats? I didn't like it at 3 hours. Too hot to cook? Yeah, no kidding. We've been doing like a lot of sandwiches and things for dinner. Like, hey, this cools you down, let's do it. Something that's cold. Alright. I am going to make liberal use of this grav trap right now. Try to find a spot where there's a lot of fish. So we'll just do this. Here we go. We'll just do everything. So right now I'm trying to power 3 systems. Like the best fishing ever. Killer Dorn, always charming. I'm telling you, this best fishing is like cheating with gravity traps and... What do we have? Picked up this too. What is this? Oh, salt. Looking really good right now. All right. Once we are done here, it'll be time to go brave the Reapers. What was that? There's a mid-sized fish here, the one that I'm avoiding. Which will be completely unhelpful. It's probably enough. Well. Really like those guys. Those are the ones I want. Fantastic. But you see, here's like the grassy plateau, the mushroom forest, all these different biomes, all within a nice, decent close range. It's fantastic. It's a good spot to pick a base, but like I said, it's just a little bit restrictive. I don't know what I'm going to build on along here. It's probably going to be some kind of, I may actually build like the compartments out this way or something, and then, I don't know. More gardens. Expand the garden. Half the fun is that you can move stuff around, change things up. Adjust things as you go. Oh, the Cyclops, Arisea. It took some work to put together, but, pretty sure you can, you're probably have the resources for it, I'll bet. You just don't have the fragments, right? Is that what you're saying? You need the pieces. Use the wiki. Go to the wiki. It will tell you like where the best places are to go get the pieces. And I'm gonna use my ladder up and down again. That's the one I just fit, right? Climb down. How do I climb further down? Climb down. Great. These machines are gonna be hungry. I'm not gonna feed the one on the end though. I want it to run out of power before I I refuel it. I redo something. That means that this part of the base is going to be something completely different. I don't know what yet, though. This may be the aquarium. A good place to put an aquarium. So we have the Tower of Power plus its ladders. I really need to find another place to put the... build a ladder to the upper room from here. Let's see. We don't have a good spot for it anywhere. Because I've like used all the good locations for everything else. And there's no place to put it there. And that's the observatory. I need some kind of a more central location to go from floor to floor. I have one here. I don't know. We'll figure this out. I've got to do some planning, some architecture sessions. But I like that this is starting to come together now. I'll see. What will it take for a coffee machine? Let's put a coffee machine in here. Where was the stinking coffee machine? Hey, we can put a trash can in here. We got some space for the big trash can. Vending machine, that can go in here, right? We got like a bench, a wall planter. We got some stuff we can put in here. This is gonna be great. Coffee first, though.
You look like you could use some coffee.
Why, yes I could. Look how cool this is. I have one on my submarine. On my Cyclops. The thing that's floating around up there, I have one on there. It's great. An aquarium by the reactors. Now see, Starhawk, that's a great idea. And the nuclear power will make them even bigger. That is, of course, a terrible joke. Why it makes a chomping noise, I don't understand. Okay. So that's one thing. The water, now because I have a lot more of... Water's becoming less of an issue. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I want to still have a few of these on hand for stuff. I may still end up lining a wall with these things. We'll see. But it's starting to come together. I don't have any more titanium. Deco's is the one, right? Okay, so let's figure this out. Sea Glide would be useful to have with me while we do this thing. Pathfinder tool is always good for cave exploration. Habitat Builder I will not need where we are going. A power cell would be good. I probably need some batteries. 45 on the flashlight, 94 on the Pathfinder, we're good there. Scanner needs some help at some point. Laser cutter, repair tool. Let me get 2 batteries, we'll have those come with us as well. We'll put the Sea Glide here. Good way to swim and get out of trouble, the Sea Glide. And then, batteries. Couple of them. Might as well start taking these with us. Okay.
Welcome aboard Cal Systems Online.
Now that it's night, let's go somewhere. That seems to be how I work. Nuclear power, Nickendom. Alright, so let's see here. What were my objectives for the evening? I wanted to improve the sea base water filtration system. That is done. Glass tubes. I want to do a bedroom. We'll move the power. Like, once you get the power, I have to figure out where I want to build a bedroom. What I may do instead of a bedroom tonight is just that galley. Kind of make that look cool. Craft a high capacity O2 tank. Let's do that before we leave. Exploration, and then, yeah, let's go explore some stuff. That sounds like a great plan. O2 tank, and I think I probably have the stuff for it. So let's, high capacity means I'll be able to hang around longer. I'll be less versatile in the water. Less, able to swim quite so many places, but so I need a standard O2 tank, and then I need to make a high capacity O2 tank. So I'm gonna need a silver, 2 glass, and 7 titanium. Moved silver, didn't I, to here? Alright, so let me make a standard O2 tank. Here's my inventory, standard O2 tank. I'm going to upgrade the standard O2 tank to a high capacity O2 tank. Please don't tell me you're leaving us soon. No, I just got online, so I'm going to be streaming for a bit. Oh, yes. And now I need to upgrade this thing to a ultra high capacity, and all I need is 4 lithium for that. Heck, yeah, which I have right here. Yes. All right. Look how huge that is in the inventory, but I'm gonna go up from 135 to nice 225. That's gonna be great. We'll keep this around in just in case we need it later. More oxygen. I like breathing. Okay. Do I have water to bring with me? I bought some 3 waters. Get as much water as I can and take it with me. Water is a good thing to keep with you in this game, because you get so thirsty so stinking much. All right.
All systems online.
All right, let's take a quick look at the map. There are some places I need to go. And they're all terrible. One of the things I think is the easiest way is the bulb zone. I think that in the previous episode, I went to the to the Aurora, which is the ship that crashed over there, and repaired the drive room, which means that the radiation that's in the water is now cleared up. I'm pretty sure it's cleared up by now, which means that I can travel more freely in the area. We're going to go to the bulb zone. A lot of that's been affected by the Aurora. But we should be able to get there now and cruise around without any kind of issue. I can probably run there pretty easily on the Sea Moth. I don't think I'm going to take much by way of exploration to that area. So that is where we're going to go. Bulb zone, just in case anybody's wondering, northeast area. It's the light purple there on the in the northeast, the top right-hand corner of this map. That's where we're going to go. I have as much storage as less storage than I'd like. Yeah, and I need to bring some gel sacks back as well. That would be great. That'd be great. Well, what about storage? It's like it's gonna be okay. Yeah, let's do it. What I'm gonna do is go due east of here. It is already morning, which is great. Doing this during the day, it's fine by me. I think I had one for... Did I move it? I think I had a marker, a locator out there. Mushroom forest. We'll go in that direction. I can cope without sleep. That's true. Nobody needs sleep. Sleep is so overrated. If they had a speed upgrade for this, that'd be alright. So one of the things I need to start doing a little bit more actively is watching for monsters. So most of the time, right in the middle of the map, you're gonna be okay. There's no leviathans. But they are around, and they are pretty awful to you when you. I'm gonna get here to life pod 8, and then I'm gonna save because we've done a lot tonight that I don't want to lose. Lose our progress on. The bulb zone is just beyond the mushroom forest, which is why I am traveling in this direction. I was actually originally going to build a base right here, but discovered that there was probably a better spot, so I actually have a remnant of it. And I may come here and make an outpost at some point. I just need to ascertain how useful this area is. Send out another ping. The beautiful thing is the ping lights up stuff that's not quite as apparent. It's in the dark. This here will take us to the bulb zone. Down here we have bone sharks. We have amp eels. I don't think I've ever scanned an amp eel. I've been here very briefly. I grabbed some stuff and I got out of here. Did it work? I'm on that Ampeel. Whew. They're out to get me right now. Geothermal power out here. This is an amp eel egg. I'm actually going to grab this while we're down here. I don't think it's too big. I hope it's not too big. Chew up. It's kind of sizable. Those are pretty cool. I'm looking for gel sacks. That's one of the things I'm looking for down here. Oh my goodness. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me, Mac. Yeah, I see you, jerk. Not afraid of bone sharks. Really? That just made it disappear. Alright then. I'm not afraid of bone sharks. I'm not afraid of ampeels. Ampeels kind of keep to themselves. I'm cool with that. I am afraid of leviathans. They attack you. And they are not nice. Not much to gather here. There's supposed to be these gel sacks. I don't want. Maybe I can gather a seed or two here that will look good back in pygmy bulb bush. Please tell me those aren't huge. Or else I'm gonna have to go back. Oh, they are huge. That's terrible. Well, I'm not finding much by way of resources, so maybe if we can find some gel sacks, we'll be set. By the way, this guy, I want to show you this guy. I'm actually gonna let this attack me. This is a mesmer. Mesmers basically mesmerize you.
It is your primary directive to swim closer to that beautiful bridge. Swim closer.
That's kind of creepy.
Swim closer.
And then it nips at you. By the way, I forgot to bring some health packs, so we are probably gonna have to head back at some point. Some point soon. Tell me those aren't creepy. Thank you, Pendracus. Appreciate the host, bud. And also for the cheers. You're awesome. I don't care what Libero says about you. I have a friend at work who says that to everybody. He's like, "Hey, you're awesome, bud. I don't care what so and so else says about you." That's a blast. I think I've been to Life Pod 12. I've been to Life Pod 12. Have I cleared this place out? I think I have. I think I looted it once. It's 35 degrees in this water. Celsius. It's pretty hot, hot water. Yeah, so far unimpressed with the bulb zone. There are apparently caves in the bulb zone, and maybe that's what those are. And maybe that's where we need to go. Look at this gigantic bulb bush. Rubies. I'm okay with rubies. Let's pick up rubies everywhere we can find them. And if that's what's here, I'm happy to be here, that's for sure. But it may be more of a mountains thing, I can't tell. The mountains is a biome that is immediately to the north of the bulb zone. And it may be more in like cave type outcrops that you find the rubies. We'll see. They kind of hang on the side like that. Where was that cave? Around here? Donk, donk. Are you freaked out yet? Because I am. Cave diving scares the fire out of me. Maybe this will lead back out. I don't know. The last thing I want to do is get the sea moth stuck. And that's entirely possible to do. Please don't eat me, please don't eat me, please don't eat me. This is a creepy place. Ooh, it's too hot down here. It's too hot down here. I don't know if I can fit. There is a temperature suit that will help you to be able to handle hotter water. I don't know if I can fit the sea moth through here. I'm going to have to figure out a way to do that later. Or we'll come down here with a suit. That's what we'll do. But there is great. Flora here. That may make a nice garden, right? Just too hot down there. And it's probably going to head down to some kind of... opposed to Degassi habitat, really, and it's 2,400 that way. It's to the southwest. I don't know. So Degassi, let's do it. See what happens. We're out here to explore anyway. I'm actually, in all honesty, looking for a wreck. I think there's a bulb zone wreck, and that's really what I need to find. And it's possible that I actually did. There may be two in the bulb zone. I don't know. Let's see here. Repair tool. I want to repair this before one of these creatures destroys it. I really like that electric defense. It's fantastic. I'm guessing this is it. All right, this is a wreck I have not. By the way, while we're here, let me make sure that the coast is clear. There's nothing exceptionally awful hanging around us. I think we're clear. Yeah, okay, so I think I can explore this wreck without getting harassed too badly. I don't really know where I am on the map, in all honesty. I have lost my location, but I've got some pointers that I think I can figure it out. All right, so let's take a look at this thing. See what we got here. This, of course, is a Cyclops scanner room fragment. I don't need that. Light stick fragment. I already have light sticks, I believe. That's just gonna give me, yeah. We can drop that common bulb bush. Really, I haven't scanned these. Interesting. Okay. Edible in small quantities. High water content. That may be good to have in the old kitchen. Typically, we're looking for some place that I can. I may end up having to drop some bulb bushes. Come back and get them later. There's usually like an entrance of some kind that you can cut your way into. Some kind of a door or some kind of an opening that is clogged up in some way. Don't know if this is it. Oh, that scared me. I knew it was coming for me too. Totally saw that coming. I heard it crunch and I'm like, ah, it's coming for me. Still scared me. Actually should have brought the prawn suit. Where did it go? When it's dark out here. Get lost, fishy. Or I will stun you. It's the laser cutter or the repair tool. Need the laser. Oh, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get a scan while we're out here. These things are pretty huge. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's not the laser cutter I need. Maybe it doesn't like that I've got an egg. Can I get in here? What is this in the way? Can I push my way in here? Well, yeah, apparently I can. Okay, that works for me. Alright. My issue here is that I may be dead if I can't get out.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I don't want to make the mistake of cave diving, right? Or wreck diving and having no preparation for like getting back to oxygen. Let's go this way first. Lights we already have. That looks like nothing, even though it looks like something. What is this? Modification station fragment. Already have. That's just gonna turn into stuff I can't pick up. I got lost in one of these once. It was not pleasant. I needed oxygen. I had none. It was not good. Okay. Waters. Waters, don't need waters. Basically make waters at this point. What is this? More modification station, don't need that. Interior grow bed. I'm glad I got the here's what I was looking for. Here's the whole reason to be here.
New blueprint acquired.
Reinforced dive suit. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to get out of here without being dead. Where was the entrance? Did I come in through here? Back to the I need any exit now, or else I might be dead. I can go out the side. Where? I'm back in the room I was. I've got 90 seconds of oxygen. I'm so dead. I'm gonna have to reload. I was already outside. Yeah, but does it... This doesn't take me anywhere. Oh, I hate diving like this. This is terrible. This is awful. There's nowhere to go. And I should not have gone in there. I should have been running around in these tunnels. This would have been more hopeful. So if we die, I'm going to be able to reload the last game. Oh, this looks like something. This looks like something. Where's the exit? Oh, I think we may be okay. We may be okay. We survived this. Woo! Okay. We are going to save. It's sometimes getting stuck in a cave or whatever and not knowing your way out is as creepy. Yeah, okay. I'm not mad. I'm just glad I'm alive. If you play this hardcore, you die, it's over. I can only imagine streaming hardcore in this game. See, it keeps wanting to scan. Is it this that it wants to scan? A chic pot plant. I don't have the schematic for that. That's kind of cool.
New blueprint acquired.
Let's go this way. This is where I had gone, I think, to go through the vents. I may have already looked at everything there is to look at here. I don't know. What is this? This is nothing. All of this is nothing. So the idea with this game is that every wreck has something useful that is probably something that you want to scan. Boy, it's easy to get lost in these. Oh my goodness. I think I'd gone through here. I think I'd gone through there. There was nothing else to do here. I don't know that I want to do that again. I think I've gotten everything from this wreck. Okay, so we'll go find something else to look for. Where are my threads? Nowhere here. Okay. Where are my bearings? The mushroom forest is to the southwest. 327 meters. So according to my map, the mushroom forest is to the southwest. So we're kind of dead center in the bulb zone. Which means that if I turn to my north and ping again, those are the mountains. That's the mountain zone. There is a wreck in the mountains. I'm going to be very careful coming this direction. This is also bulb zone right here, I think. There are apparently like 5 Reaper Leviathans in the mountains area. And I would not like to be one's lunch, especially since my health is like not fantastic. I don't think that hurts them, and I'm not even remotely surprised if it doesn't do a thing. Magnetite right here. I think that's magnetite. That's good to know. Rubies. Apparently rubies are all over the place in the mountains, so that's probably why we're starting to see them. What was that? Oh, it's one of those biting something else. Okay, that's just a hey, I'd bit you sound. Wow. Okay, so we're out south of Mountain Island, I'll bet. I think I hear one. Oh, it's the map. I'm so sorry. That's hilarious. I'll have to cut all that stuff out. No big deal. You're like, what's going on? It's the scariest. We can't even see where we're going. Welcome everybody to the mountains. Sorry. It was so dark. Basically, what you were seeing was essentially what I was seeing, okay? It's morning now. It's the same thing. I couldn't see a thing. You couldn't see a thing. Nobody could see anything. It was about what you would expect. This place is all rock. And it's pretty creepy. I've not been to the warpers. Now, warpers are no fun. You will find warpers, which are those things that just beamed in there, guarding locations that are precursor locations. This is an air vent for a precursor, like a precursor base, or really an air vent, but like a circulation kind of a system. Wow. Fortunately, I can dive to depths now of 900 with this. Which is pretty deep, but it's not as deep as you can go in this game, that's for sure. That was nothing. Gary has fun at all in this game, considering he struggles with the smallest of fish. You are, I may be a bit of a wuss. That's fair. There is a wreck in the mountains, and I think this is it. This is the mountains wreck. And I'm glad if there's no Reapers around here. Mountains wreck, fantastic. Fantastic. Magnetite. Okay, we're gonna have to drop. Make a little bit of room for something. As if I don't have enough magnetite. Where was the... Here it is. These are what you want to get everywhere you go. Alien containment, baby. That's almost worth going back for on its own. Y'all just yuck it up. Just have a good old time. 2 of 3. My character's getting pretty hungry. I may have to scan what I can here and then get out of here. Because I didn't bring any food like an idiot. Grappling arm I actually already have. Grappling arm. Grappling arm. You could have picked the grappling arm up right here. Nuclear reactor. This is good because now we have a new power source.
New blueprint acquired.
I've got nothing to feed it quite yet. Use your thermal blade? On what? For food, yeah. That's true, I can't use my thermal blade for food. See, like, I'm too freaked up to think for myself for the most part. Thermal blade. Now I've got to find fish. Okay, here we go. Right, did that work? I do not have a fish. Did it drop? It did drop. Okay, fantastic. Cooked Reaper, Peeper. Cooked Reaper would be great. I'd be alright with that. That would be tasty. Well, it would probably suck, but I would still appreciate the meal. Let me eat you! Alright. Yes! Now if I can just do something similar to, Alright, let's get a refreshing of air here. Let's push the reset button on that and go back in here. Oh, I hate it when it's all sideways. Okay, prawn soup. Oh yeah, this is cool. I'm alright with this. Propulsion arm on the prawn suit. Get in my belly. Yes, propulsion. Not sure what I'd do with it just yet.
New blueprint acquired.
Now a repulsion. Oh, there we go. Food. Fantastic.
Please observe safety protocol CSP-21 before handling classified cargo.
Ew. Download data? Really? CSP-21? Where am I supposed to find CSP-21? That is interesting to me. How interesting is that? Alright. There's more prawn suit fragment. Interesting that you can find that here. How cool is that? Alright. That makes me happy. Having a grappling armor. Just having the pieces is awesome about this game. It's like, gotta catch them all. And then, really, half of them you don't end up using. Maybe CSP-21 is further in here. I don't know. That's a vent. We'll go down there sooner or later. Let's go here first. What do we have? Any pieces I can use in my new base?
engineer blueprint.
Thermal reactor, really? Okay, alright, alright. The propulsion arm. Yeah, battery ran out there. Alright, so what do we got here? Locked. Is there any way to get in there? I can't cut my way in there, can I? No. I'm all like, I got my head sideways. because this whole place is like sideways. Got taco neck. You have your head all sideways to me tacos, just in case anybody was wondering. I think there was like a whole thing on that once. Let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna be clever about this. We're going to use this thing. Hansel and Gretel. Nowhere to go there. Okay. Man, they really want us to get this, this suit piece here, prawn suit piece. Why don't you just take the whole prawn suit? Why go make one when you can just get one right here? Right, prawn suit fragment. I don't need that because I have one. But I'm okay with taking food. Let's throw the titanium away. Titanium can get anywhere. Food blocks are rare. Nowhere here? Nothing? Nothing? Nothing at all? We could clear this place out. Modification station fragment. Looks like we're done here. Alright, let's go use the, See, this is how you should be doing it. That's what that tool is for. Tells you go that way. Hey, this is where I started. Is that all there is to this wreck, or is there any more to the outside? I guess we'll have to go take a look. See, now I would have died earlier had I not had the high-capacity O2 tank. I'm glad I had that. Save my bacon. Food on the go. You can just chop up these fish. I can't believe that didn't even occur to me. And then I'm like, I was all panicking, and then it's like, no, you've got a thermal blade. So I eat till I'm full, and then I find food bars. That is pretty much how it works in Cigarland. Alright, so to the north. Can you hear it? It's roaring. There, that's why. That's why I hear it. Oh my goodness. 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 It's right on top of me. Run away. Yeah, Starhawk knows. You've seen me fall prey to those things a couple, 3, 4, 5 times. Man, one wrecked my Cyclops the other day. It was not a happy day. I may have to ascend. I don't know if this is the island. I think this is the island. That's why we're running into these. Yeah, there it is down there. Fortunately, I think they have a radius of awareness. Now, this is a gate. These things are powered and can warp you to places, which is pretty cool. I don't hear it anymore. I do hear one. resources. So we're, I believe, on the north side of the island now. Going west. This whole zone is pretty deep. There, I believe in somewhere here there is a... It's hard. It's like you lose your orientation at some point. Like you don't know which way is up. I don't know which way I'm facing. Thank goodness I have a compass. There's a warper. Those things I don't like very much. No, sir. We're diving. At some point, there is a cave here. And I don't know, maybe we're at the edge of the map. I don't know.
Warning, entry ecological dead zone.
We better get out of here.
Adding report to databank.
We better get out of here fast. Ecological dead zone is the edges of the map. It spawns... the game spawns ghost leviathans, which are terrible creatures as well, to eat you. And usually when you get to the stage where it just drops like that, then you have probably found it. More money for you. Nice trick. Why are you playing that music? Okay, alright, so now I'm going to put the map back on. Let me make sure. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything, so I think we're safe right here at this spot. Okay, so Swordle kills you as well. Oh, well, 5.9.2 will certainly do that. Alright, so here's where we are. I'm sorry about the map earlier, guys. I'll try to change it back this time. We have moved from the mountain. We've been going west. We're north of the island. And we're about to go into the northern Kelp blood zone. Right? That's basically the pink spot right there at the top. That's where we're going to be heading now. This place is pretty stinking awful. What I will probably do, because I want to pick up some resources here when we scout this, I'm probably going to head directly south, go back to my base here. We've basically gone all the way to the west and have all the way past the mushroom forest, all the way out to that area here, and have now come kind of this direction. We're traveling in a radius around our base location. This is a spot that I want to give a lot more attention to and come here and actually pay this some due diligence. So what I'm going to do is head back to base. We'll offload what we've acquired. Apparently there are ghost leviathans and things like that out here as well. This place is also pretty terrible. These are the floating islands directly in front of us. I hear sounds I don't like. And maybe it's just because I'm here in the... Look at the floating islands. I mean, how amazing they are. Really, my only way to see anything is to, like, ping. What the? All right, Killer, don't take care of yourself, bud. Thanks for hanging out for a while. Oh, it's okay. Gonna be a good night. I don't think you're saying good night. You're saying it is a good night. I heard something nasty behind me. I'm going this way. All right, so we're back now. When I start seeing these, I start thinking that we're on the edges of the mushroom forest, and I think we are. Pieces like this, Arasea, what you want to jump out and look for. Because I think this is a Cyclops. It's moon pool, but Cyclops fragments will look a lot like that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All right, so we're gonna basically jump in our base and head straight north here in a little while. We'll get back to that freaky area. You get to where a place really does feel like home. You're like, okay, I know this place. I know what issues it has. I know, you know, and that makes you feel all right. We're gonna have to go explore that here in a little while too. Get your Degassi base. I think that is what the was put on there because of the radio. A little while ago. Killer Dawn's not going to bed. And preeclampsia, yeah. Alright. For one, I'm glad to be back where I am not scared of everything. Two, look how cool things are starting to look. That's pretty awesome. Our little garden is taking shape. Let me plant some of these things I brought back from the awful places. Bulbs and stuff. I do want to have more of the stuff that I can actually use, so having these are good.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, why, thank you. This thing is still crafting water. Great. I just love that. Make more. Keep making water. That's fantastic. I'm okay with that. Brought some nutrient blocks back. Awesome. Brought a couple. I did get everything right. Okay. More salt. Glad that it produces salt. Some diamonds and rubies. Which is good because I was starting to run out of rubies. Came back with a chunk of magnetite, as if I need any of that because I've got so much magnetite. I don't even know what to do with it. Like I'm overflowing here on magnetite. We'll put it in the room in titanium. And I'm at titanium so often. A lot of times, if I put something foreign in titanium, then I know that it shouldn't be there. I run across it pretty often. Okay, here we go. Let's try to figure this out a little bit more. And we have enough. Well, I want everybody to know it so that we can actually create the start of an aquarium. Alien containment, so we'll do that while we're here. That's going to be kind of fun to do. I left my base builder, didn't I? And I left it in decos. Somewhere. All right, let's figure this out. I want to create like a pot, a plant pot. 5 glass and 2 titanium. That's gonna be awesome to make. A chic pot plant. We're just doing composites in here. Okay. That'll make that grow. Another here somewhere. Too far out. I want it to be ready to go pretty much by the time I, so 1, 2 there, 3, 4. I have to get a wall together. Okay. What did I change the power out? Something good? Here we go. Inventory is full, my goodness. Okay, what can I get rid of here? Well, I was hanging onto these. Let's see. I'll need to get some glass. I'm gonna have to make a lot of glass right now because I want to be creating some things. Titanium and 1 glass. We have to create glass. Awful. Alright, here we go. We're probably going to have to take a second here in a minute. I'm losing power actually as well. We're gonna have to fix the power issues.
Fulfilling your destiny.
Yay, we have a redemption. Very cool. Alright, so Rikenji already sent me his deal, right? Kelladorn. I thought you already did the server invite, Kelladorn. The Discord server invite. Do I need to refund you that? I thought that you'd already bought one. Tell me I'm wrong. Vending machine. We got a coffee machine and a vending machine in here. A water machine, like a water filtration machine. We've got plants I can eat. Tell me this isn't turning out to be really awesome. I'm probably repo that and put that a little bit to the side. Let's make another pot plant here so that we actually the staple food. We got junk food and we got stuff I have to eat now. So here we go. And I can plant. Where did I put the? I put them in glass. See, things are starting to come together. Those will be decent bushes here in a minute. I want to find a new place for this ladder. I don't like that it's right in the center of the room. I'd rather have... But look, it's becoming a little like cafe area. I'd rather have like a table and a chair or two around here. Kind of like... It's cozy. I like it. Let me move this a little bit more in. Move the coffee machine ever so slightly. Where was the coffee machine? Here. Ever so slightly in this direction.
You look like you could use some coffee.
Yes! And with the exception of that panel, the rest of this room is actually all glass already, so heck yeah. Let's put another one of these edible plants. Because they're tasty! Right, there. Glass. Hold on, we had one. Right there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around the room already, which is good shape. I think I can probably survive on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was able to survive on 4, just fine. So I think if I can create one more here and then just nuke the rest, we'll be okay. Really? Do I have to build it all the way out here? How about I just nuke the rest right now? This is going to be an interesting experiment. I'm like so full I have to eat them all. Okay. This character's gonna be throwing up here in a minute. Be like, oh, I can't eat anymore. And I need at least to have one left by the time I'm done with this. Okay. Alright. Much better. Okay. I feel like this is coming together nicely, actually. Let us see. Is there anything I can put on this wall that would be great to have right here? Besides maybe an aquarium, man. Glass locker. Yeah, we need to make some glass. Don't know if I have the materials for that. What does it take to make a glass locker? I have 3 glass. I guess I do have the glass for that, because it takes... No, I don't have the glass for that. Quartz. It takes quartz and 2 titanium. Have the titanium, but the quartz, that's going to be the question. Because I think I turned all my quartz into glass. Alright, so we've got to go find some quartz. That's going to be super high on our priority list right now. Also, we have to find fish. This is going to chew up some base power. Which one of these is not performing? Is it the one that I made to run out? This guy. Okay. Which means that this is going to be my alien containment room. I think I'm on the lowest level. I can move to 1. Here's another one. I can move to the 3rd. Here's where I'm going to power the 3rd one. Bioreactors. Now we have the Tower of Power. It's all in one spot. Badly needs some fuel, though. So we shall go get some. Let me make some space first. Half the issue is actually thinking. Actually, not like overloading yourself with stuff. You have to like make sure you get enough stuff. Propulsion cannon we need. Don't need the Sea Glide. Okay. We probably don't need water or food either right now. Batteries I can charge, but we'll get that done when we get back, so let's leave that in there as well. I don't want those nuking the power here either, for the time being. I have no power. Yeah, you're right, I have no power, because things have... I let that other one drain all its power out, and then because I wanted to move it. But the downside is that I'm sitting here with...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
some power challenges.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So we're gonna go find some fish and we're gonna go find some quartz. Fish will be easy, right? All I gotta do is locate the fish. Do this thing. You should be concerned that things are leaking bubbles. quartz is found pretty readily in caves, which is why it's probably sending me in this direction. Which means I'm gonna have these little nasties popping all over me here in a second. Little crash fish. Those things are awful. There are people, like other people that play this game, really like to build around what are they? The thermal vents, because you can get a thermal reactor, and that pretty much does all the power work for you. You don't have to go out and gather anything; it just is constantly there. So it's a good idea. It's a good plan. I need to know where it's down here. Watch, there's a crash fish. Watch. There's two of them! I was like, put something between it and me. Line of sight it, I don't know, do something. You guys are rude. They are rude. I know that guy. That was a node that I tried to gather before, and I was not able to. It's just stuck. Let's go down here and get these. Magic Ace. How's your night going? Can't tell if this is the way down here. Quartz. 2 is 1 piece of glass, so. The more we can gather, the better. And we're back down to this wretched one, right? No, we're not. Took cover. The wretched crash fish. Those things are jerks. Where's my sea moth? Oh, where is my sea moth? Underground Twi'lek website. Man, I have got to stream some SWTOR. It's been a bit. Probably need to fill the rest of my inventory with. That was not. See, you can basically use fish. You can use things as weapons in this game. Like you can. I've heard that you can kill crab squids. Crab squids, we will learn. We will meet here in a little while. They're awful, awful, awful things. But you can kill them by like picking up like pieces of titanium with this tool and shooting them at it. It will actually result in them dying. How's our inventory? Oh, we were out gallivanting around. A couple biomes. The base was dying. There's a good concentration of quartz. I need to find out where that is. Anyone go? Yeah, I didn't think so. You wanna fight her? New stronghold coming out. You get the decorating stream. No kidding. That's what I've been doing the majority of the time. I have been streaming this, just like decorating, building the place. This game has a creative mode. In the creative mode in this game, you can. It's basically the oxygen doesn't matter, the health doesn't matter, the thirst and hunger don't matter. So you can, and you're immortal. So it's a really cool way to. People build have elaborate base building competitions, and they find the worst spots to put them. And you have unlimited resources, so it's all kind of it turns this game into Minecraft essentially about the base building. Those are pretty cool. People do some really creative things. All right, I got some stuff to get these. Look, we're in the 300s now. Oh my goodness. The key problem right now is I need to get this reactor working. This is the #1 issue. Top up the others too. But what I really need to do, there is a resource that is basically sea trader poop. And apparently it's really it's really bio rich. Alright, so I think we're in better shape now. Things are starting to climb again. I made enough for one glass, one single glass. But at least the power problem is taken care of. Let's go get some quartz. No, Lieb, I have not given up on SWOTOR at all. Haven't done it, but it is nice to take a few. Just take a break for a little while, you know. Play something else. It's one of the actually this coming Monday, the council is going to do a discussion about healthy gaming. Look at how far-reaching this scanner room is. My goodness, this is awesome. But we are going to talk a little bit about what it means to take breaks and other healthy things people do, just to kind of stay on top of enjoying a game for like over the long term. Health and gaming. Which is going to be, it's kind of old news to talk about that kind of subject for Passionately Casual, because that's one of the key themes of that podcast. But for the council, healthy habits is kind of like a new thing. It's a vitamin. Yeah. See, so clearly Magic Ace has nothing to contribute. Healthy gaming? What's that? Game as much as you can. Skip work. I like gathering quartz in the in this area more than the kelp forest. The kelp forest, or especially the shallows, it's in caves, and it's terrible here. Hard to find where they are. I mean, I'm finding these a lot easier than I was.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
The other set. This right here, that is a tiger something or other. Got a diseased biter. Look at this guy. How are we doing on the quartz? I'm gonna need a lot more. I need 5 pieces for the first containment unit. This is salt. Looks like quartz, but it's not. Actually, if we're talking about needing quartz, I have a better idea. I have a very good idea. I know just where to go. And I know how to get it to you. Gaming is just an indoor hobby. Yeah, no, I agree with Kelladorn. Like, people take it entirely too seriously. Too seriously, some people. Some people take it seriously enough. Some people don't take it seriously, and that's cool too. Okay, you can, like, see in there from the outside. That's pretty cool. I need a... maybe turn that other thing into a window. I don't know. Let's see here. I'm gonna keep a piece or two or three of quartz. I needed quartz for something. I forget what it was. The rest is I'm gonna turn into glass because there's no point in taking two when I can take up one slot with what I would make with it in the end anyway. Look at that. That's just terrible. Okay. But I want to make that alien... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was 5 for an alien containment, I believe, right? And what else? Couple titaniums. Let's go make one. We are on the lowest level, I believe. Let's make us an alien containment. Apparently goes right there. And then you have to make a hatch to get into it. So apparently the alien containment...
Aquariums provide an ideal opportunity to study alien fauna up close. Select carefully which life forms you bring on board. They may also be studying you.
Oh yes, I'm sure they will be. So the cool thing is if I create a thing right on top there, like a second level, and then I build another alien containment, it like becomes one thing. So you can actually see up onto the next level, which I think is great. I have a egg from a shock deal right here. It's a creature egg, but it's a I think I had another one. I forget what it was. Was it here in silicon? It was decos maybe. Yeah, I don't know what that one is. But the cool thing is you can put all these creature eggs in there. You can actually go get wild fish and bring those back in there and put them in there too. So that's pretty cool. Now the problem is I need to construct, I think, a hatch for this. So let's see what it'll do that. 1 quartz, that was good to have, and 2 titanium. I only have 1 titanium on me. Let's go grab what I need for that. Let's make sure I have more than enough of everything. Hatch to get into this wretched thing. And then I should be able to just use the planter, right? Put the alien seeds in here. These don't go here. You just drop them, I think. RSA, is that how you do this? You just drop them? Okay, so we will drop that one. And drop this one. And I think within 3 game days they're supposed to hatch. We're gonna have a shark eel in here. It's gonna be an Ampeel. It's gonna be kind of fun. Woohoo! Alright, I actually am gonna go relocate this hatch because it's like no room to move here. Let's put it in a more like useful spot. How about right here? I'm excited to meet my Ampeel pet. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, Pendrakus, you're asking, okay, I got a question for you. The SWOT, does it launch When you launch SWTOR, does anyone else get the 5.9 patch or the 5.7 patch next to play? Because I'm showing 5.7. No, it should be 5.9.1 is what we should be on right now. Ken. By the way, welcome to everybody. Those of you I have not greeted yet tonight, I'm sorry for slacking. Welcome to Commander Root. I see that you've jumped in. Arasea, of course, has been here. Cute Heel Girl, welcome to you. Land Fusion has jumped in. Haven't said hello to you. VNK, welcome to you. Virgo Pros, welcome to you as well. Appreciate all you guys being. And then, of course, I think everyone else on the list. Dura Reggie, I see that you've jumped in there too, my friend. Welcome to you, my friend. Hope all is going great. I need to pay attention to my food and water status on this. Look at this thing just rocking out. I just love that. Because like water's like been such an issue. Like permanently manufacturing the stuff. How about we use the vending machine? Potato chips. Mixed chips. Like a snack, whatever. Potato mix. I don't know. These things are terrible. They cost you 2 water. But they give you 3 food. Obviously, all junk food is not good for you in this game, so it costs you a little bit of something. That's hilarious. The real food is this stuff. Try to distribute my abusiveness all over the room. And then I really want to relocate this. I don't know. I'll have to figure out how I want to do this. All right. Let's think this over. So we're good on the power. The power's climbing. We created the aquarium. We will put some stuff in there. New quartz is kind of what I was doing, right? Sakari abusive. I spread the abuse around. Give it to this tree and then to that tree. So I guess the trees would say I'm abusive.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Why, hello there. When they did the maintenance the other day. It's probably just something on the launcher, because the launcher updates separately from the game, Pin. And it's probably something that they had misconfigured or something. Look at all these pieces down here. That's great. Alright, so if I come to the edge of the mushroom forest, right where the mushroom forest becomes whatever biome is next door. Look at these. Told you knew where to go for quartz. This is all just quartz. We'll just drill it like crazy, have all the quartz in the world that we want. Probably mine a couple of these. I need a second moon pool. I didn't undock the sea moth, so I'm gonna have to undock it when I get back. Yeah, we can go for a second one. Undercutting his GTN auctions. Paying attention to that, were you, Celadon? I was making bank right there. I was doing good business. And Until I get online and I'm like, what? She's still snickering. I hear her snickering even right now. She thought she was so clever. The meme? Oh yeah, I memed it. That's the only way you can put up with such abusiveness, is to meme the crap out of it. I was abused, guys. Alright, let's hey, we're doing pretty good. Tell me that wasn't a good haul. I don't know that I want to do another one. Well, you know what? I might as well. We're here. It's right there. And I've got the inventory space for it. Let's do it. I will make some from here to here. We'll hit the third node. I'm just scared. When there's this kind of water, that's when I worry the most about the Leviathans. Never know when you're gonna get ganked. And I do not like getting ganked. Mostly because there's no way to fight back. Oh well, there is. People have been able to kill Reaper Leviathans. They use the stasis rifle to just basically keep it in a stasis, and they just basically slice it to death for 10 minutes with the knife, and eventually it dies. But you have to keep stunning it. I can only imagine. All right. SiO4. So quartz is what? Silicon oxide? Silica? Yes! Look at all this beautiful stuff. We're done. We're good. I think it's everything in the area. Go back home. I know you guys can probably hear the steps of this thing. Trust me, it is so much more epic when you hear it like in stereo headphones and the game is turned up. It's like every step is like doof, doof. What is this? Cyclops hull fragment. So, if you're looking for a Cyclops RSA, you can find one, I think, pretty easily here. Northwestern Mushroom Forest. Look how epic my base looks from this angle. Undock the sea moth. Well, hold on. I can't empty the prawn suit from up here, so this is gonna have to work. Oh yes. Silicon dioxide is what it is, Starhawk. Did you look it up? Did you Google it? This is good. It's gonna be good to have some glass on hand. Usually I'm always having to run out for silicon dioxide. Oh no, it can't be dioxide. It's SiO4. See, look at the tooltip here. Glass. SiO4 pure fused quartz glass. No idea where I picked up salt. Maybe from upstairs. Titanium. I've gone out before stream sometimes because I know like the farming is no fun. I've gone out before streams, have gathered all this stuff, have burnt it up like within the first 20 minutes of the stream, and then end up spending most of the stream farming anyway. It seems to be a problem. So quartz is SiO2, silicon dioxide. Maybe they have it wrong in the game. Dioxide is it would be what tetroxide or something. All right, Magic. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been good to hang out with you here on stream. I appreciate you doing that. We're taxing the base power too. Hello and good night. Yeah, Dura decided to sneak out of the shadows and say something, guys. No, I don't. These I can leave in here. Food and water and the sea glide I can take out. I want to have some quartz on hand because some things actually do create stuff out of quartz. 1, 2, I can make 3 more glass. Let's see. That'll be alright. We'll just make glass out of all of this. And then we've got a full thing of glass and quartz, and that's great. The formula for silicon dioxide is SiO2 because it contains twice as many oxygen atoms, right, as silicon atoms. Yes. Liberoja will happily tell you about this stuff. I wonder if they have it wrong in the game. So we're making a ton of salt at this point. Salt will go very good on a makes good cured food, which is good for taking out with us. But I'm probably gonna have to find some kind of a use for salt, and it may be like batteries or something. I don't know. Or else we're gonna get overwhelmed. I'm gonna have to go outside and throw it away all the time. Charge a couple batteries. I have more batteries than I know what to do with, though. Need to move that, I think. Alright, so I'm happy. We're going to have an Ampeel in here pretty soon. That's going to be great. Why don't we make a second floor and put that second deal there, right? I think it was 5 glass and 2, if I recall, 2 titaniums. 3, 4, 5. Which I'm going to have to go gather at some point here soon, real fast. And then I need, in order to create the upper level, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. We'll take a couple more just in case. I've got a magnetite running around. And we'll go outside to do it. Look at this. Stuff has been growing. How cool is that? These aren't gel sacks, though, unfortunately. Gel sacks, I need to get a bunch of those. Actually, I should probably plant a new bed and then just get like a whole tray full of gel sacks. Because those you use from time to time in stuff as well. Okay. Yeah, we'll link it to that room. That'll be alright. I think I need to turn that into glass, though. A glass connector. I'm excited about this alien containment facility. It's gonna be kind of fun. Okay, so... See what I'm saying? Like, this is probably gonna have to be glass. I'm probably not going to put one on the 3rd level. So let us deconstruct this. And the cool thing is, now that I'm at this stage here, I can probably put like a room up here or something. I don't know. We'll figure out what to do with it. But it's coming together. I do want this thing, if I can. They're kind of close to each other, though. I may not be able to because of the proximity. But create like another glass walkway. I probably need to move the hatch from this location too to make some room for some grow beds. See, look at that. This is how cool is this? The whole floor becomes the alien containment from. Oh, that's awesome. This reminds me of the Manon base, guys. All my SWTOR friends, tell me this doesn't remind you exactly of Manon. All right. Second level. Now I'm gonna like fill this thing with fish. Turns it into one single unit. How awesome. And you can actually go as many as high up as you like, which is pretty awesome. Is Lieb out? Alright, Lieb, take care of yourself. Have a great afternoon. Have a great evening. How about that? I'm gonna go jump in some freezing water. That's crazy. Quartz, because quartz basically looks like something pretty, but it's not. See, then I want to relocate this stuff. There's better slots for all of this. I don't know. Like, I have to put some thinking into how I want to reinforce the base. Because here on this level, this is where I just put like steel reinforcements. That's why my base doesn't flood. It's because I've got like just like some serious reinforcements in here. These are all titanium reinforcements. Look at this egg is getting after it. This Ampeel's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be shocking. Now I'm gonna go start gathering eggs. I think it's gonna be fun to fill this thing with all kinds of like stuff. And the cool thing is, like, once you've bred them in captivity, they stay your friends. They're nice to you. I think it's pretty cool. So I've got as much sucking up the power as I do. One of the things that you can do is because if you dock a vehicle here, it charges the batteries. So if I want to really boost my
Welcome aboard. All systems online.
I really want to boost it, I can basically not dock anything here. And it'll start to accumulate far faster. There's still a lot of power consumption going on in here. But anyway. I need to also put some thought into what I would like to do with my observatory. It was a crash fish. It was a crash fish, guys. The red one is a crash fish. I have like... Look. The crash fish hatched. Now you can pick it up and you can put it in the bioreactor, a crash fish. I'll probably blow the thing to pieces. I think it would be funny if you take crash fish and you put them with your propulsion cannon. Basically, you've got a rocket launcher. I mean, that isn't a great idea. I can put some kelp in here too. That's gonna be pretty cool. We may put some kelp. Have it grow. Recreate what they're used to, right? A little bit. I'm so happy that we've got our first fish. And actually, they're scannable. Enables a creature, the forward mountain of eye, enables a creature to identify and track potential predators. Sulfur plant has evolved to feed on sulfuric compounds secreted by the crashfish, which makes its nest within its leaves. Stronger, more protective plants provide superior nesting grounds, which in turn provide the plant with more nutrients from larger crashfish. Concentrations of sulfur build up in the organism over time. If the crashfish collide with something at sufficient speed, the spikes on its torso are impacted, triggering an explosive chemical reaction. Assessment. Oh, there's actually a way to fight them. Equip a stasis rifle, repulsion cannon, or similar before approaching shallow caves. I think a repulsion cannon would be great. All it does is basically give a shove to whatever's trying to attack you. Poof. Kind of set it flying, which is great. Okay, take back the SiO2 bit. Is let's see, made up. Is made up of it. The structure forms SiO4 within the crystal. Calling it SiO4 isn't totally wrong. So what is it? SiO4 is silicon tetroxide. Tell me I'm crazy. I got a crashfish. We're totally out of titanium. I'm not gonna fight the titanium battle tonight. I got so much magnetite I don't know what to do with it. Put it in the misc. By the way, I did do something. I did do something awesome. I came up with the, I'll have to figure out how to get there, though. Maybe it's over here. I think the fabricator makes it. Look at this. Reinforced dive suit. Eh? 2 diamond, 2 titanium. We can get that pretty easy. Heavy synthetic fiber dive suit, providing physical protection and enhanced survival in extreme temperatures. I put this on, we can go back to the bulb zone and go down into that cave that we had some trouble with before. I just need to find out how to make some synthetic fibers, and I bet you I could wiki that. I hear Eris typing. She probably knows knows what does it. It is benzene, I believe, and fiber stuff. Let's see if I have that on hand. I have one of those. That's all. That's great. And hazmat. It's got a hazmat right here, and it's one of these benzenes. But I think you need the. I can't create it, can I? Oh no, I can too. Synthetic fiber right there. Woohoo! What else new recipes do I have? I can now make a reactor rod to use the power nuclear reactors. Uranite crystal, uraninite, lead, titanium, and glass to make a reactor rod. What if nuclear reactors are better than the bioreactors? I may have to switch to nuclear. We may have to go nuclear. Or as George Bush would say, nuclear. Benzene with a blood oil. Really? What you can do with blood oil? Interesting. Sort of pyramid. Blood oil for the blood gods. Yes. Welcome to chat, Dura. It's good to have you join the show, my friend. Okay. I'm excited about the suit. Thing is, we're gonna do that. That's gonna be the last thing I think we do tonight. So, let's make one. 2 diamonds I can do, 2 titaniums I can find. Where did I move the diamond? I think rubies and diamonds are still together, right? Let's go, woohoo! Wait, where's my, here we go. All right, you know what? There was spots down here earlier. This will be an easier way to do it. All I need is 2.
Seek fluid intake.
Apparently, I need to drink water. You make it out of blood oil, really? Blood oil is one of the things that I don't like gathering in this game. It's no good. I love this thing. It
Vital
just...
signs stabilizing.
Let's get rid of all of this. Don't even need disinfected water anymore. We could just start drinking large filtered waters. This is like 50 points of just pure water goodness. And you just have to eat stuff, right? So I basically need to find a plant that is high in nutrient value. Like a plant would be great. We're gonna do that and then we'll be set here. Aris, if you know of any, let me know. I basically need to do something else in this cafe. This is starting to feel like... It's starting to feel like the break room at work. It's starting to feel like the stinking break room. So I don't know. Like, I'd like to put a little table in the middle here. I really have to find a new place for this this ladder. And I suspect that coming up and down in here is not going to be the way to do it. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. There's a fruit tree in one of the islands that's high in nutrients, really. Fruit tree. There is too, isn't there? You eat the fruit off of the thing. Right? Right. Okay. That's a good plan. Okay. Let us make the, I think make the reinforced dive suit. So this is the one that, like, helps you to survive in hot environments. There's no more radiation, so we've moved on past the radiation suit. Why not do this? Look how cool that is. If I take off the gloves. Yeah. I'm not showing the stuff in my skin yet. It will come at some point. Rebreather and then oxygen or whatever. So I probably don't need the radiation suit anymore. I can probably just go drop these somewhere. I think you can craft them pretty easily, but I have no use for it whatsoever. So I'm just going to go get rid of it. Ampeel egg is discovered. My Ampeel hatched. So now I can go, I don't know if I'll find some place that's radiation, whatever. Later in the game, who knows. Hanging brown eggplant. Okay, so, like, next stream we'll have to make a beeline and go get some of that stuff. We'll have to go. What was I coming in here to do? Oh yes, we got rid of the suit. Yes. And I have salt. I have so much salt at this point. I have salt overflow. It's probably time to make some batteries. I've got so many batteries I don't know what to do. I've got too many batteries. I'll have to go take salt and start dumping it too. I'm glad. These are good problems to have. It's like too much stuff. Eating bark. Yeah, I think the next time we'll make a trip to one of the islands. We'll go get some stuff. Oh, yeah, the hatchling. Yes. The hatchling. Thank you for reminding me. Let's go check out the hatchling. The Ampeel baby. How about we get in there with it? Like, they won't hurt you, which is great. But I'm okay with that. I have not been able to scan an Ampeel because the scan takes too long. They move too fast. And they hurt you when they get too close, essentially. Alright, Ampeel, a powerful inquisitive predator found inhabiting the deeper waters of the reefs and bulb bush colonies. Electrical prongs. Torso-mounted prongs generate a powerful electrical current, which the Ampeel uses to incapacitate its prey. What shall we name it? No kidding. Let's figure out a name. A large, flexible jaw, studded with sharp teeth. If a faster, stronger, hungrier predator lives on the reefs, it appears to avoid the Ampeel. Avoid or incapacitate. Yeah, Ampeels are one of those things where if it gets you, it's like if it attacks you, it's like it's almost like the sand shark. Sand shark, which is another one I want. I want to collect this. I love the freaking sand sharks. Those things are like the little fat kid at the party. But I think I have like the makings of like I'm picking up all the awful things around here: crash fish and Ampeels. And by the way, if you have more than 2 running around in here, they breed. Like there's a few days, and like if they're in here together, they breed. I think the Ampeel is, well, I don't know. It feels bigger. We're gonna have to get some stuff in here, but I hope they grow. That'd be great. Name it Palpatine. People are trying. The Grand Inquisitor. Palpatine. It's got to be Palpatine because he shoots lightning out of his fingers. It's got to be Palpatine. How could it be anything else? Goodness me, it's me. How could it be anything other than that? How cool is that? This game is a blast. I'm having so much fun playing this thing. I'm a total and utter noob, and anybody who comes here who knows this game more than I do is like, why are you making such stupid decisions? But I am having fun, so that is awesome. Find a way to unlimited. Yes, exactly. Unlimited power. I love that this thing is constantly making good stuff. Alright, how about we save right here? Have any of you bought this? Starhawk, I think that you bought this, didn't you? This game? I wonder if you're the type who's going to just get into creative mode and just like build like these gigantic bases. I need to start showing you videos of things that people have done in this game. Some of this stuff is hilarious. Yes. Yeah, I agree, Kelladorn. You've got to be having fun. I do think, though, that I need to relocate this. This is going to bother me. The problem is I don't know where to put this. I want to move this so I can put like a table in the middle and some chairs around it. That's what I've been wanting to do. And I need to put something else on this wall. Maybe one of those planters, you know? Like one of these. These would be great there. Wall-mounted foliage, I don't know. We should make one of these gigantic work trash cans. I could put a counter there. I could probably put a poster up. In all honesty, that's probably what needs to go in this room, is a poster. Oh, where's the decos? Sample analyzer. We need to make a science room as well, I think. What about the kitty poster? You can use a trash can to dispose of things, really. Does it despawn them or does it just collect until it's done? How awesome is that idea? We'll have to make it. I don't have the titanium. We'll get the titanium next time. I was wanting to hang the poster. Keep calm. That's just great. Need some furniture though, but it's great. Maybe the table and 2 chairs around there would be just perfect. Or cafe. They despawn. How awesome is that? Yeah, trash can. That sounds great. We'll put a trash can in here. Yeah, so I've got like the work cafeteria going on. This will be pretty decked out pretty soon. We've got the Tower of Power, of course. Where I should probably look at the... yeah, so we're doing okay for now. I think the peepers definitely work pretty good for the Tower of Power. The peepers tend to last for a while. Then we have like a research deal, all right, where we've got all of the stuff here. I may put a third thing on and put like a lab up there. I think I want to create a lab room. Long term, that's really what I want to do. I want to create a lab room. I want to create a bedroom. Like a lab maybe up here. And I want to put another moon room on this place. And maybe a moon room on this side is the way to do it. I don't know. See how that would look. Because then I have a place to dock both vehicles. But it's probably going to suck a lot of power. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth doing. Maybe we can start the spawn. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work right there. Like Oni? What? Really? You want to go there? Oh, it's too high. Too tall for it. Up here. Interesting. Maybe something up there. I don't know. There's got to be a place to put a moon room. Another one. We'll figure it out. And then, like, I want to mount a few more spotlights. I love the way the spotlight acts. Like at night, it's really cool. It just goes on patrol. So I want to create a couple, 3 more around the perimeter of this base. I want to do something with this landing here, and it's probably going to involve farming. And I'm not sure what that means I'm going to do with this basic compartment here. What I may do is actually elevate it a level. If I can build like something here on top of this, and I don't know if I can. But if I can elevate it a level, oh, apparently I can. That's really cool. How awesome is that? Then, what I may have is a connector away from here to here, and that way this is all just one landing. So we'll figure it out. Half the decorating is half the fun. Making the base. At a total having those 8 people get everything done on time, really. The original Sims. A little bit of that. This is kind of simmy. All right, ladies and gentle beings, that's going to be it for me for the night. I do want to draw everyone's attention, of course, those of you especially who are new and who are just now hanging out with me, who have kind of stumbled across me because I'm playing Subnautica. Ordinarily, I am a SWTOR player, Star Wars: The Old Republic. a lot of the people with me are people from that community. So those of you who are joining me, who are new to my world, cute heel girl, I want to say maybe Land Fusion, VNK, Virgo Pros, you guys, you're all new to me. By the way, welcome and thanks for hanging out with me, and I appreciate you doing that. But definitely, you guys check out the socials. I am Sakari on Twitter, and of course Sakari on Facebook. If you could go to facebook.com/Sakari, you can find me there, and like me on the socials, and I will keep you entertained. Hopefully, at least I will inform you when I'm going to be going live, so you'll know a little bit more about my schedule. Again, if you want to check the panels down below, there's one that leads to the store. Killadon, I think I need to reimburse you for that thing that you redeemed, something that you had already redeemed previously. So I'll try to see if I can get your points added back to your account. Rakenji, I'm going to get you after the stream. Make sure that you get added to the Discord server. So, lots of cool things. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Rakenji here at the end. Starhawk, of course. Ariseo's hanging out with me half the night here at the end. Electrical Longboard is back with us. Welcome to you. Of course, Kelladorn. The people I mentioned earlier. I think, Commander Root as well. And Dura Reggie. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Have a great evening.